What's up, guys, and welcome back to Bolt Action Ballistics. So today I'm out here with my 300 Blackout. That's a Ruger American with a 16-inch long barrel. And today we're going to see if we can punch through a piece of quarter-inch steel. I have just a regular piece of quarter-inch steel here. I have 3 different projectiles we're going to throw at this thing and see what kind of damage it'll do. Will it cut through? I don't know. That's what we're here to find out today. I have a 125 grain full metal jacket, a 150 grain full metal jacket, and a 150 grain all copper solid. We're going to see what these 3 bullets will do. I have done videos on that leaf spring. It was quarter-inch leaf spring, some very hard spring steel. 300 Blackout didn't do much at all to it. I have tried 5/16 inch steel and not much more than just a slight dent on that. So today we thought we'd step it down to something a little bit thinner. And we have this quarter-inch piece of steel. Let's see if any of these rounds will blast through it or see what the damages are on this. But just out here to have a little bit of fun. It is cold outside, so I thought we'd start the video in here. So let's get out to the range and have a little fun and see what kind of damage it'll do. So here we go. Okay, so before we get out to the range, I want to show you guys real quick what we're looking at here. This is the 150 grain all copper solid. And then the 150 grain full metal jacket, the 125 grain full metal jacket, just on a regular piece of sheet metal, quarter-inch steel. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm out here getting set up and getting the gun set up right here with the sandbag, and we're going to be shooting out that way into the open field. And I have it set up on a slight angle downward. If the bullet does not go through, I'm hoping that any debris will shoot down into the ground instead of coming back towards my camera or whatever, but hopefully the cameras are safe. I guess we'll see what happens. So here we go on the first shot. We're going to be using the 125 grain full metal jacket first. Let's see what happens. Okay, gun is clear. Let's go down range and see what kind of damage it did. Okay, so the 125 grain full metal jacket made it clean through. It's a nice size hole. That was the lighter, faster bullet. Let's step it up to the 150 grain. We're going to do the copper bullet next. Let's see if that makes it through. Okay, 150 grain all copper solid. Okay, I do not see a hole. I guess let's go down range and take a look. Okay, gun is clear. Okay, 150 grain copper solid hit right there. Put a nice dent in there, but didn't make it through. Let's go ahead and hit it with the 150 grain full metal jacket, and then we'll take a closer look at it. Okay, 150 grain full metal jacket. Will it make it through? Here we go. Let's find out. Well, let's go down range. Check it out. Gun's clear. Okay, so right there's our 150 grain full metal jacket hit. It did more damage than our 150 grain all copper. That is some crazy stuff. Let's take a look at the back here. You can see there it's got a bigger bulge on that 150 grain full metal jacket versus the all copper bullet right there to right there. 125 grain full metal jacket made it clean through. That is some pretty crazy results. I was actually expecting to see that on the 125 grain. And I was expecting to see this one not go through the 150 grain all copper. And I wasn't sure what to expect on the 150 grain full metal jacket. But that's some pretty crazy stuff. Wow. That's some crazy results we got on 300 Blackout versus quarter-inch steel. 125 grain, the lighter, faster bullets cut through this quarter-inch steel, and the heavier, slower bullets didn't quite make it through. It'd be kind of nice to know at what point, like a 135 grain full metal jacket, if something like that was available, do you think 300 Blackout would make it through? or even, I don't think the 145 grain would. I don't know, I'd be kind of curious to know at what point 300 Blackout can't make it through a 1/4 inch steel plate. But that's what we have on today's video, the results we got here, and it's just kind of cool to see exactly what bullets go through, what bullets don't, and what kind of damage it'll do. And it's always fun to give that a try and see exactly what happens. You can always assume something, but it's always nice to actually get the results, and that's what makes it so fun, to get out there and do some fun planking and some fun challenges out on the range. So I purposely put that steel plate on a slight angle back and stabbed it into the dirt to avoid any bullet splatter coming back and hitting my camera. And that's exactly what happened. Those bullets hit and splattered, and most of it went downward into the ground. That saves my camera, and I did have my camera back a little ways. Hopefully we got some good footage of the bullet hitting the target. But that's all I have for today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.